Hi, this is Sandra and T the Man. Welcome to Lee Street Beat. It's 2020. Happy New Year's to everybody. T the Man, how you doing, man? How the holidays for you, dog?
I'm doing good. How you doing? I'm
You
having
know,
a good time. I had a blessed holiday. It's Christmas for
yeah.
me and my family. I hope you had a blessed the same way for you and family.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. I got to spend time with my mother, with my brother, but as you know, I've been very sick. So, but I did manage to spend time with them, and we, got time to spend with each other. And my mom, she needed some things, and so I was able to get her what she needed, and also give my brother and my sister-in-law a little something. So, Santa Claus came through for me, and life is okay right now. So I'm very grateful and very thankful, and I'm looking forward to just trying to, do positive things in 2020, especially with Lee Street Beat, man.
Oh, well, I'm good to hear that. I'm glad to hear that. Um, it's been a wild year. It's been a wild year for everybody. And I really hope your health gets better. Your health is one of those things that everyone needs good health, and you really need to take care of yourself. And I know I don't do all the things I need to do that I should be doing, I say. But I'm trying to maintain it as best as I can, with
Mhm.
my flaws of, you know, doing some eating improper a lot of the time. But I'm doing better, and that's all I'm gonna say. And I'm putting the effort into it.
Well, you know what? We can begin anew every day, every minute, every hour. So, that's all good. So, you know what? We're going to take a look back at 2019 because, there were some pivotal moments that, I think kind of highlighted 2019. At the beginning of the year, having voted overwhelmingly for Democratic candidates, uh, the Democrats were able to take it back the House. And that brought back for a second time, which is unprecedented, Speaker of the House, Nancy Pelosi. T-Man, remember how we was watching the count, man? Remember how it was?
I was watching. Yeah, we watched the count. Yeah. We this is not going to begin in our lifetime. So we gonna just kind of cherish the moment. Nancy Pelosi, she's a very good, excellent politician. She knows the ways in and out of the house. Um, I believe in another speaker, we wouldn't be in as good a position we are in now with her at the helm, leading this fight against tyranny, because we have a lawless for it. He doesn't believe in the rule of law. He's like a Dutch lobster. He ain't smart. He thinks he's equal with a spy master like Vladimir Putin or Kim Jong-un or Erdogan of Turkey. He's not on their level. I mean, the fact that
But he admires them.
he's what?
He admires them, though.
Of course, he admires them. He wants to be like them, but he'll never be like them. I mean, just listen. Their daddies didn't have to pay for them to get into school. I mean, Kim Jong Un is a little different. but I mean, he went to school in Switzerland, so that's the thing. But Trump daddy had to pay for him in college to get in college, and there's nobody can tell me that Donald qualified to academically to get into the University of Penn.
Mm. Well, you know what? He met his match when Nancy Pelosi took back the speakership. I mean, there have been a number of battles between the two, and invariably, it's all Nancy. I mean, Donald Trump right now, he's met his match. We got the best person. And then you know what? We went into a situation with Lori Loughlin and a number of these different stars, and just people of influence who have money, who are paying off proctors to either better their children's score by changing the answers, or sending in pictures of their child participating in activities in the high school, and sports activities that the school doesn't even carry. They don't even do. Um, So, you know what, it was, I mean, about white privilege. It was about being able to pay for your child to get into a better school. Some of these people have gone in and done 2 weeks. Some of them have been sentenced to 6 months. But Lori Loughlin, she's still she's kind of dug down, and she seems to be uh, not able to think about a plea agreement. I think her and her husband,
Well,
they are in trouble.
I'm gonna say about that. Um, you want this for your child, and if you have the money and monetary resources to get your child in, and this was this is common. They pay somebody to get kid in. They don't care how it's done, but they gotten caught. And so now they're saying, well, you gotten caught. You need to, fess to your crimes and take this punishment. I agree with all that at a certain point. I just think that the punishment, like Philea Huffman and Lori Loughlin and some of these other people, putting them in jail doesn't help the fact that they took a spot for some other deserving child. I thought better punishment would have been for them to have scholarships open for students who can't afford to go to those schools and who needs those resources, and use that as the fine to help those along. I just get to be more fair, more equal, and then everybody comes out a winner. Here,
well, you know what? I feel like what you're saying is good, because it would help, to better atone for, like you said, the loss of people who weren't able to get in that spot, who really, needed it. But because they didn't have the money and the resources to cheat, they didn't do it. But you know what? I still feel like they should do some time. I don't have no problem. Somebody like Lori Loughlin, she's so cocky. She's so, she out there signing autographs when everything first jumped off. I mean, no, I don't have any problem with them doing time, and they should help pay, and be fined for what it is they did. But I still think they should do time. I don't take that.
Well, you're entitled to that opinion. I just think doing time hasn't
Especially
benefited
when you
none of
cocky.
them. Especially
When you don't feel like you've done anything wrong.
well, it's
Especially
not that they've done
you
wrong. I'm
still
just
out here
thinking that
fronting.
the punishment should have fit the crime. I mean, here you.
I mean, I ain't saying you need to throw the book at her, but yeah, you all cocky.
Well, you got a victimless kind in a sense. You done with every listen. All the other people that's went before her that got caught for this, these CEOs running the companies that they daddies don't bottom in the school, like Don Jr. and Eric Trump and
I hate to say it,
Trump.
but there's a system that they've always had where they donate money.
Yeah, listen, it's been going on for years.
Dr. Dre did. Was it Dr. Dre?
Caught doing it. They got that's it. But the thing is, if you need.
We're talking about changing tests here, Tyndale. I mean,
That's nothing new.
It's not so much that it's new, but it's still wrong. Okay, so I don't like to change the
I just think the greater punishment, punishment for these parents who paid to have those things done, that it hurts them more when you take the money out their pocket than them to go and sit in the jail. Paris Hilton did for 7 or 14 days and go back on with their life if time hadn't stopped.
Man, I forgot Paris went to jail.
Right.
You pulled out Paris Hilton. A little stint. Did Nicole Richie go to jail too?
Oh yeah, they're out of jail. But hey, they go to jail to get them what they are. So Martha Stewart. She goes.
Yeah, Martha Stewart. Yeah, when you said victimless crime, I thought about Martha Stewart. I'm like, but it's still wrong.
Well, I'm not saying it's wrong. I'm not saying it's wrong. But I'm gonna tell you, if I was in my position and somebody told me you got stock in this company and they're gonna go under, and you can call that inside trading whatever you want. That's not due diligence. I'm gonna get my money out.
Yeah,
and then if I had to go to jail, then I'm going to jail. But at the end of the day, I'm gonna try to save money.
I mean, it's the natural human thing to do. You know, the problem is
Right.
if you get caught, then it's a problem. I promise you. It doesn't
Right.
matter who.
I mean, the whole thing, the legal system is not, to use a Fox term, fair and balanced. That's the problem. Some folks get away with it, some people don't. You know, you can do it till you get caught. That seems to be the model. And once you get caught, then you have to deal with whatever consequences that's there.
Well, you know, 2019 kicked in, and we got to say goodbye to Sarah Huckabee. I'm gonna tell you something. She has just been as devastating to our democracy as the Donald Trump. I mean, that woman told so many lies and still continues to tell lies. And she's out here tweeting. And then they want her to run, I think, for, I'm not sure if it's governor or senator.
Governor.
You know, when she stepped down, I felt better. And because she wasn't doing any kind of press.
She's replaced with somebody like her. Listen, I would say from go to that hog farm, raise those little piglets that she got, and just stay the limelight. That's my wish and goal. That's not gonna happen, because next to Mississippi, Arkansas, and next state with the lowest uneducated people.
Okay.
So they don't know if they're Arkansas or Arkansas. You know,
I know the difference, and I call it Arkansas because I'm just, you know, it just sounds fun.
You know, I don't know, that raised her back.
I just do it because it's fun.
That South, you know, like, listen, you talking about tell lies? Ooh, no, that girl going to Hall of Fame as a liar. She will make it as a liar, and a Christian liar at that.
You know, her daddy's a preacher, but you know, I don't even consider him all that holy. You know, when you are basically supporting a white supremacist, I don't think that you could really put yourself on any kind of moral high ground. Period. I don't care who you are. I'm sorry.
They don't have no moral high ground.
No,
but I will say this in response to Sarah Huckabee. Doing one of the mass shootings of kids getting killed, she did drop a tear, and she showed that she had some emotion. Maybe the Lord beat to her heart a lot sooner than what he's doing now.
You know, that was one show of humanity, but you know, my vision of her is not of that one show. It's of her standing in front of, you know, the press and just lying and lying and lying for Donald Trump. And
I don't know how she felt about incarcerating the kids. I guess as a mother, she went along with the program, but it's not something that she would endorse personally. I'm gonna give her that benefit of doubt. Unlike Steve,
you know, it's still going on. You know what? She's not speaking out against it. So, you know, I'm sorry.
Listen,
the people that Donald Trump has in his administration, they don't care about those kids.
Yeah. She's an enabler of it. Yeah. And they're all enablers of it. Kellyanne, Pompey, all people who works for Trump that don't speak out against it are enablers of it.
Every one of them. Man.
And if you're speaking out against and you're keeping it silent, you're still an enabler of it.
Exactly. You know. So 2019, you know, really kicked in the Me Too movement. Harvey Weinstein can't go to a comedy concert without, you know, people being offended by it, especially the comedians themselves. You know, it's been a lot. They put aside some money, you know, like millions of dollars for, you know, to pay out these women. And I mean, you know, you still got, you know, Bill Cosby, you know, in prison, you know, Eddie Murphy, you know, taking shots at him, and, you know, his team trying to take shots back at Eddie Murphy. So, you know, Me Too movement has really empowered women. It's brought up a lot of hurtful events. And I think it still continues to hopefully, you know, help women to feel comfortable about coming out, you know, even though it, you know, might have been however long ago or whatever, you know, come out and speak their truth, you know.
Yeah. You know, saying about Bill Cosby, you know, and I said this before to you, and I agree that Bill Cosby should be in jail and he'd be sentenced. What I said was that Bill Cosby is in jail not for the crime he committed, but for that's crime. That's the reason why he's in jail. But when you abuse people and you deceive people, you got to expect that somebody is going to do the same to you. So when you play by those kind of rules, when you know do unto others that you want others to do unto you, that's the golden rule. And apparently, he felt that if I can use it, never do and take advantage of you, and that's what these people all did. They literally took advantage, and now he is an old man, blind, infant, never going to see the day of light. And I hope it was worth it for him. Because when I first heard of Bill, I mean, I was in college, heard about Bill Cosby giving women quilos, but that was the times then. So nobody put a spotlight on it. We knew it was wrong, but it was like kind of looked the other way. When Janet Dickerson said that Cosby picked me up out of bed and took me to his house, I knew she was telling the truth. I had no doubt. I had no doubt that all these women that are saying that, majority of them are telling the truth. Now, there's a few in there who knew Bill Cosby was a powerful man in the industry, and they wanted to use that as an opportunity to get to the top, but not all of them. And this last woman here, listen. I don't think it is the way they portray her, the way she was. I'll put it like that. I know you have a different opinion, though.
And you know, at the end of the day, you know, he's where he's at.
He's getting served.
Coming out.
He's getting served.
And you know, we're in this what they call, you know, cancel culture, you know, and I think that, you know, it's really kind of been something that I've been, you know, looking at and saying, you know, I don't know, you know, if it's all the way right, but you know, Bill Cosby is somebody who, to me, is in the cancer culture, you know, I mean, to a certain extent, you know, I mean, you know, you can't take away the fact that I grew up with I Spy and, you know, I watched Fat Albert, you know, I mean, I'm, you know, the biggest, you know, Bill Cosby fan, but, you know, there are things that you can do to, like, you know, make people feel like it's kind of important not to still be embracing all of that, you know, because
well, I think me and you both agree.
It's because of what you did, but it's also the fact that, you know, he says that he will never repent for what he did.
He's not going to repent. You know,
and I'm just saying, and I think that it would be a lot easier for people like me if he did have some kind of remorse, but he's like, he doesn't care. This was, you know,
that's part of the clown. I'm in jail. There's no more you can do to me. I'm not repenting because these women wanted that to happen. And the thing of the matter is, Bill Cosby sitting in jail. Harvey Weinstein needs to next to him. Donald Trump needs to be in jail.
Okay.
There's a whole culture of powerful men done these things. They need to be in jail. You know, they leverage that. You know, Hollywood cast out is nothing we've all heard about it. We didn't know exactly what all meant, but now we know Harvey Weinstein.
I think 2020 is gonna get Harvey Weinstein put in prison.
Oh yeah. But you know, Harvey Weinstein basically told, hey, I'm head of a major studio. I'm gonna pay you $20 million to star in my movie. This is what you got to do. And these women, you know, they sold their dignity for the dollar. Some didn't have them. Some don't mind. That's why they stuck. All those ones got buyer's remorse. I'm not saying it was right, but there's just a little
don't mind. I don't think that's even a point to bring out. You know, when they, you know, I don't. You know, some of those women actually said that Harvey Weinstein raped them. So
I believe it. I believe it. I believe
yeah.
it. He wasn't gonna stop because you sold. I
So
mean,
yeah.
really,
But anyway, also in 2019, we got the horrible news that Elijah Cummings had passed.
Yes.
I'll never
Civil
forget.
rights sign.
He died of pancreatic cancer complications. He'd been having health issues, and it really struck at the heart of all of us who seen him and grow and really help the state of Baltimore and to be quite frank, Donald Trump was very nasty to him. Talked about his city. Yet his son-in-law has buildings there that
Yeah,
are
well, he's a slumlord. The question of slumlord is just like Trump. Those, listen, that Trump Kushner marriage is not made by love, but made by business. So that's.
But we lost Elijah, and it was really sad, And it was just this past few days that we find out that John Lewis is now fighting stage 4 pancreatic cancer, man. I just, it's too hard, man. We don't have icons left.
Well, John's gonna fight to the end. He said he got a fighting chance. So that means to him that's 51.49%. Listen, these men, these great men, when history, as history is written, they'll be on their right side of justice.
Oh, absolutely.
And in the end, that's what's going to matter. We're not here for. We have immortality on lives. We only here for a certain time. It's like sand's an hourglass. Once the sand is gone, life is gone. That's it. No refill on it.
Yeah, this is not a dress rehearsal.
That's it. This is one and done.
We doing this live.
And you try to make the best of it, and you try to when you your legacy as somebody they talk about it in good, positive things.
Exactly. I was shocked and alarmed when I opened up my feed to see that Joe Biden had said that he would consider having a Republican as a vice president. T, I'm gonna tell you something.
Tell it to me.
I just, I shudder to thought him, our Democratic nominee. For him to even say that, for him to, why would you even entertain anything like that? Why is that coming out of his mouth that he would entertain, using a Republican as his vice president? I'm like, who does that? He cannot be the nominee, man. Joe is out of step. He's out of time. Black people, we need somebody else. Come on, really, we can't let Joe be the one. He's messing up, and he's saying.
I read the so-called quote, and it was that that he says right now there's nobody to get that in the Senate. Biden is living back in the past a little bit in the 1990s. He want to go back to the part of the Senate where there was civility and there was compromise. And just like when Gore had Lieberman and we see what Lieberman turned into, so he turned into like a Republican. So and now he wants to find, say, moderate senator. Let's take for hypothetical Mitt Romney. But you know what? These Republicans are like leopards. Their spots only get bigger, but they're still a leopard.
Yeah.
And that goes from Mitt Romney, Susan Collins, Cory Gardner of Colorado. They're all the same. They cut from the same cloth.
Man, we need term limits.
And they're easily
term limits for these people. I'm so sick of them. They need term limits.
Well, the term limits, according to them, is by the people we elected them. When you got the same people that feels the same way as they do, they get reelected. And then when you throw the Russians in there, rigging the machines and fixing it so that cheating the win, it's hard to beat. Along with gerrymands, that's a formidable foe.
Exactly. So it was just historic that the House voted to impeach Donald Trump on 2 articles of impeachment, and that doggone Tulsi Gabbard garbage, she votes president. You know what? I don't like her. She's the only person that is out there in the Democratic nominees that I would truly have a problem voting for. She's not a Democrat. I don't know what she is, T.
Well,
I don't like her. And why couldn't she just be
not a Democrat? So we're here. You got a chance to pick your poison. So I'm just gonna put it like that. Tulsi Gabbard is basically a Russian troll. She's a Russian asset. She says, "Oh, I'm a veteran. I've been in the war." Because she apparently she's a big deal in the reserves, but she doesn't have espoused Democratic values. She's not running for re-election because she's going to win re-election. And she has the following, and the Russian trolls are pushing her out, and that's why she's getting the attention that she's getting.
Yeah. Well, T, it's been great, to finish this year out and to start the show on New Year's, man.
Mm-hmm.
But I got to go back to work tomorrow, bro.
I'm sorry. Well, I'm happy to hear that.
Hey, look,
I'm sorry that, but I'm happy that there are some people, and you probably know, that aren't going to work tomorrow.
And wish they get
that worked in 2019.
Yeah, I worked enough for them and me, so I work a lot.
Yeah.
So, man, hopefully, we'll be able to, catch up a little bit more. Our birthdays are coming up, so who knows? I might be sliding into the FLA. You never know, man.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Well. Anyway, wish you a happy year, you and your family, and for our little listeners out there. We're looking forward for this new year. We'll try some things different. I know some of us have, or some of you asked me what has happened to as her. She has family issues, and I'm not going to divulge what they are. So she's dealing with that. I spoke to her today. She's supposed to join us for this conversation, but for different other reasons and scheduling, she couldn't. So she'll be here when she can, and when she's not, it's going to be me and Sandra. So that's it. But anyway, we want to wish everybody a happy, prosperous 2020 new year. We're hoping you have health, wealth, peace, and happiness.
And a little love.
And love. And if you're out there looking for love, find it. It might be a cat or a dog. Go to your shelter and get you one. Adopt a child out. What fits your lifestyle best. I'll say it. So until next time, this is Tia Man along with Sandra Tucker. We wish a happy new year. We're gonna have hopefully new exciting new year coming up. With the impeachment, with Nancy Pelosi behind the rings of it, driving us. Donald Trump is not removed. He's going to be politically damaged. And as we wait for this impasse, it seems more and more it's just fun from God. And then all the news is coming out. It's not good for Trump.
Yeah, maybe, if they could vote anonymously, he'd be gone. They get him out. GOP would get him out. They really would have.
That might be it. And but then you Mike Pence, who's as dumb as Donald Trump. So
but then you got Pence, pardoning everybody. There's so many things that can happen. But we do know that Mitch McConnell being over this trial and them being.
I got a prediction about Mitch.
It's not going to. That's not going to be fair. I mean, but
let me say,
hold on to the articles and see if she can use some leverage. But
I'm gonna say this. Mitch is looking over his shoulder, so now we're talking about witnesses. As which Mitch numbers dwindle in certain polls, he's going to come to realization because he loves that job, and so I guess when he feels that he got enough greed and money's gotten from the NRA via Russia, then he's going to go. But if we defeat Mitch in Kentucky, which has happened, we got the governor, so I'm not working on that senator.
We'll see, man. I hope they rise up and find somebody and get him the heck on out of there. I mean, I know they already.
I think what's going to happen is you get a situation like you have Doug Jones in Alabama.
Oh God.
And Doug Jones talking, well, he don't know if he wants to impeach Trump because he won't win election. Doug, I'm gonna tell you right now,
you're gonna lose it. Black women are not gonna vote for you.
If you don't impeach, it's a guaranteed loss. Guaranteed loss.
Promise
you. Now you can side the Republicans and say if you want. That's a guaranteed loss. And if you do, it's a 50-50 chance you could lose. So go for 100% loss by not impeaching Trump.
50-50%.
Or 50 would if you do. You do
the vote like Mountain Brook got him in there, but Mountain Brook didn't get his butt in there. Homewood got him in there. Prattville got him in there. I know a little bit about the Birmingham area, so I just I think that's I hate to say it, but I know that he was involved in getting the guys who bombed the church and everything. Brought to court and everything, but it's at these times that I don't feel like I'm shocked because he's a white man.
Yeah.
I need you to do the right thing, to know that black women put you in office. They certainly want him impeached, bruh. You need to vote with them because they voted.
You know what? I don't know who advises him. I don't know who advises Joe Biden, but somebody needs to tell him. And repeat again.
It's disappointing. It's disappointing,
Right. Well, I mean, he's not a complete lost cause. I mean, they're speculating they do that because they want to balance out the thing. And you can understand when Fox News run with that story, they're throwing it out there, the market and see what stigma flies.
I know.
So far, he's voted. I worry more about Joe Biden than I do Doug Jones.
I'm worried about Joe Biden.
well,
I need him to get it together.
Listen,
I mean, I don't know, man. We still got so many candidates out there, and lost Kamala. She dropped out, so I mean, I really was a big fan of hers, man.
Yeah, well,
the best thing.
So I don't even know if Joe is going to be the nomination. He's not going to get Iowa. So his only shot is South Carolina.
Look like Pete might get Iowa.
Yeah, so his only shot is South Carolina. I don't think Joe's going to do all that in the Midwest either. I mean, he might get Pennsylvania, he might get Iowa. I don't think he's going to get Illinois. I don't believe he'll get Wisconsin. So.
All right, my man. I got to get out of here, bro.
Until next time, bye-bye. And happy New